Live from FedEx Forum, this is The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, good people.
Single on fish. Single.
Welcome to The Odds Couple, the Monday edition of the large program. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're going to discuss the weekend in sports. We're going to discuss what's coming up this week as well. We got Who Said It coming up. By the way, did you know, I saw a segment on television this week that stole.
A different one than the same as was it on ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah, on NBA.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, you might not have been here. They've been doing they call it like Who Said That or something else. Yeah, but they ripped us off. Yeah,
they ripped us off. All right.
We know.
Yeah,
we
saw
know
that in the
ESPN.
hotel. We know. We're watching. We got our
it.
eyes on you. All right. We got a big show. Big show for you today. We got some college basketball to talk about as the SEC continues their amazing season. We got some Tigers basketball to talk about. They had a great game yesterday. And we got some big beats. We got some NBA. We'll talk about some NFL Combine. NFL Combine is this week. And we got Nuggets.
No.
Who Said It? Early lines for the week ahead and some free picks. So all of that jam-packed here into this next hour. I'm Rob Fisher. Lang Whitaker is here. Hello, Lang.
Hey,
how are you, man?
I'm well.
Good. Good weekend?
Yep. What did we do? Watched a lot of sports. The mother-son event for my son's school was this weekend. Several dads got invited to help.
Oh.
So I did that all day yesterday. Helped the mother-son event. Yeah.
Like what kind of help?
Was that?
What kind of help?
I had to do a lot of stuff. I had to. So they at the Billy Hardwick bowling alley.
Right.
Sometimes they have it rigged up where you get some of the pins are different color. Like some of them are fluorescent yellow and red. So it was if the yellow or whatever colored pin was in the front of your setup, you got a prize. So this just meant just literally hundreds of little kids running up to me all day long being like, there was a yellow in the front. I got a, did you get a strike? Yes. Finally, we just got to where me and my friend were working this segment. We'd see them coming. We'd just give them like a couple of pieces of candy and just be like, just go. We don't care. Just go.
When was this?
Yesterday.
Okay.
But I went to the Hustle game Saturday night. That was fun.
Yeah.
Hustle beat the Rio Grande Valley Vipers.
Yeah.
Kind of a dirty team, apparently. There's a little beef there. There's a couple of fights.
Fights?
Yeah.
Like
not punches, but like
scrums.
Some people got thrown out. There
Okay.
was stoppages. They had played 2 nights previously, had a night off, and then played again. And they were saying, like, coming into the second one, they're like, yeah, it was a little testy.
Yeah.
The other game. So then they had some going back and forth. But the Hustle won, which was fun. Yuki made some plays.
Yeah.
That guy, you know who was on the other team? Marquise Noel. You remember him?
Yeah.
From Kansas State. He scored 44 points. That dude was just torching the Hustle. Nobody else on that team could score those, so like they were just kind of letting him go. But I think he made 9 of 18 threes. Like he was just scoring every time down.
Wow.
It's kind of fun. It's fun. That's one fun thing about the G League is just these random college players just pop up, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
He was great in the NCAA tournament a couple years ago. Yeah.
CJ Hurt is here. Hello, CJ. How are
Hello
you?
there. I'm good.
Good weekend?
Weekend was good. I was also at Billy Hardwick's. That's why,
when were you
I
there?
asked.
Yesterday?
Saturday.
Oh, yeah. We were there yesterday.
Saturday. Shout out Ben Hogan. Ben Hogan, famed producer over at Sports 56 and 92.9. It was his birthday, and so we went over there to celebrate.
Lanes? You rent out a couple of lanes?
Yeah, they rented out a couple of lanes and Jello shots and all of that.
Well,
jazz.
They're
high
not
score?
Jello shots.
Huh?
It's not Jello shots. Did
What
you
is
notice
it?
the
No.
sign? It has photos of Jello shots, but it had a different name. It was like generic Jello. It was like Gino or something.
Okay.
It was like 2 letters off or something.
Gotcha.
It was shots of something in a gelatinous form. I don't know what it was.
Well,
I
we
did not
them
partake
anyway.
because I was like organizing
children.
hundreds of children.
You
But,
didn't give the kids those for gifts?
No.
No.
Might have slowed them down some.
What was
That's true.
what was your high score?
I think 85.
85?
85.
The kid who had the highest score yesterday shot a 119.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 6th grader.
I don't think I've ever seen my score be over 100.
Yeah.
I can get to 90 every now and then, and that's all I got for you.
Yeah.
Just get the ball and throw it as hard as I can. No aim, no nothing. Just throw it, try and keep it out of the gutter, and let's see how many pins we knock down.
Bowling's embarrassing for me because it's one of the rare sports where when I first start, I'm pretty good. Not good, but I can throw it down the middle. I can throw it where I'm aiming.
Yeah.
And then as I go on,
You get tired.
I get worse.
Your back starts
My
giving out.
back starts
Yep.
hurting, my hip, and I'm like,
Knees.
oh, I'm old.
How many pitchers of beer are you in?
It
as
doesn't
you
have
keep
to be
going?
any.
No,
Yeah.
wow.
No, you're
Like
right.
when I go
yeah.
with the children, I'm like, I can't play. It hurts.
I didn't play yesterday. I was just running around the whole time. And at Billy Hardwick, there's like two halves of the place that are sort of
Yeah.
connected by the restaurant
Right.
and the desk where they give you the shoes. So I was kind of going back. We had 3/4 of the place rented out. So I was going back and forth between the two. And at the very end, all the kids left. And I went over and I picked up a ball and I threw it. And I got 9 out of the 10. And my back was killing me. I'm like, all right,
That's enough.
just threw one ball. I couldn't even put my fingers in the holes because they do have a pro shop there, which is like it was like stepping into the 1970s. It was so awesome. There's like a little pro shop. They have like all the stuff, like the towel and the. I saw one guy came in carrying a rolling case with three balls in it.
Legit bowlers go to Billy
like,
Hardwick.
Like real bowlers are in there. They had a machine. It was like I said, it must be like the bowling Zamboni. They put it in the lane and it drives down the lane. I guess it oils it up or whatever they do. I don't know, but I was also thinking like we saw some guys go behind the lanes. Like there's a little door that takes you in the back.
Right.
I was like, man, I'd like to go back there. Like that, I bet that back behind the lanes, there's probably seen some stuff back here the last 50 years, however long this place has
Bodies are
been
back there. Yeah. There's something going on behind the lanes.
Yeah. A lot of bowling talk early today.
Yeah, good start on the bowling. It was a big weekend of college basketball as well, including in the Southeastern Conference. Last week we talked about it. I guess it was Thursday on the Odds Couple when we talked about that Tennessee Texas A&M game, and Roser, I think, pointed out that was the game he was looking forward to because he wanted to see how Tennessee would respond and how they'd play on the road against the 7th-ranked team in the country. And it was a physical game, and Tennessee outlasting A&M 77-69. That was a good one.
I watched that Georgia-Auburn game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Georgia doesn't have any guards, so it's tough for them. I mean, that Demery, who's on the box score there, is their point guard. He's okay, but like they don't have any guards scoring, and so that Janai Broom was killing them. Auburn has depth, and like Auburn played pretty poorly against Georgia. Couldn't shoot the ball very well, but just kind of had an 8-point lead and just sat on it the whole game and just kind of toyed with Georgia the whole way.
Yeah, I watched the Alabama-Kentucky game.
That was after that one.
Saturday night as well, and Alabama. I mean, Kentucky again. It's the same problem for Kentucky with about 6 minutes left in the game. They're right there.
Yeah, it was like a 4 or 5 point game.
Yeah. And they just can't finish. And Alabama able to finish them off. Alabama's really good. I mean, they scored 96 in that one. Florida was getting beat by double digits from LSU at halftime, and Florida comes back and just crushes them in the second half, which was great because that was a cover. Missouri losing to Arkansas, a bit of a surprise there as Missouri had been playing so well. But, man, I think one of the things you really learn is how difficult it is to win on the road in the SEC.
It's especially difficult if you're, in the case of Missouri, turning the ball over 18 times, right? Like Arkansas, 30 points off of those 18 turnovers. You're not going to beat anybody worth a damn turning the ball over like that. So shout out to Arkansas for forcing some of those, but a lot of that is careless play by a Missouri team, to your point, Rob, that had been playing really, really well. Like number 15 in the nation, I think, going into that game, if I remember correctly. And just somebody who wasn't beating themselves. Coach Gates had them playing at a really high level. And, hey, sometimes you stumble across one of those type games on a Saturday night big game, and it felt like it was a bit too much for the Tigers in that moment.
Yeah. Are you getting into the SEC right now?
I'm just into college basketball. It just so happens all the good teams are in the SEC. Absolutely, I am. I saw the Georgia game also. Lang Broom was 7 of 7 in the second half, right? Like he was one-legged. My man can't move, and he's just so good, lethal when he turns over that right shoulder and gets to his left hand. He's really, really good. I watched the Michigan State game very, very closely on Friday, and Michigan let me down there. But Michigan State, man, Richardson Jr. is so much better than his father. And that's crazy because, like, Richardson was incredible when you stop and think about the career he had at Michigan State and then what he was able to do in the pros. That Spartan team is just really, really good. Tom Izzo, unfortunately, has another one of those type teams that's gritty, well coached. Oh, and by the way, that you can't stick them in the mud. So many times with Michigan State, you can get them in the mud and you'll beat them 50-48 or something like that. One of those low-scoring games. You can't do that with this Michigan State team because they got a couple of dudes who can go out there and get their own bucket. So I watched that one as well. But yeah, SEC basketball is fun right now.
Yeah,
SEC basketball is fun. Florida's number 2 in the nation and probably the 4th or 5th best team in that conference.
After
Auburn, Alabama, and I would put Tennessee ahead of them.
Yeah. How good is who else is up there in the top 10? Texas A&M's in the top 10.
I would put Florida ahead of Texas A&M, but that's another team that's really, really good.
Yeah, I watched the Houston game because Roser's been telling us the last 3 weeks in a row how good Houston is, and people say to watch Houston. So I watched the Houston against Iowa State game on Saturday also. Houston couldn't score, but that one guy got hot, Cryer, one of their guards.
Yep.
And just started draining all these step-back threes and kind of kept them in the game. And they had like a 6-7 point lead. They held on to it. They only played 7 guys the whole game, I think. I was trying to find the box score. Here it is. They played 8 guys, but one guy only played 8 minutes. The starters played 34, 36, 35 minutes. Like those guys were logging minutes. They played Texas Tech this week.
Yeah. They play them today.
Is it today?
Yeah. Today.
Yeah. So that could be kind of an interesting measuring stick for both of those teams because Texas Tech's high ranked too, aren't they?
I think 8 or 9.
Do you still have that box score?
Yeah.
How many assists did they end up with?
Well, yeah, I texted you guys. At one point, they had 48 points and 6 assists. Yeah. They ended up with 6 assists.
6 assists?
On 25 made field goals.
Wow.
So, yeah, a lot of that was, just one-on-one. Just get the guy the ball, spread it out. There wasn't a lot of ball movement going on. And I think if they play a team, if this Cryer guy, he finished 11 for 17, 5 for 7 on threes. They shot 10 for 17 on threes. Like, if you could limit their three-point shooting some, you might have a shot against them.
You got to be able to score.
Yeah.
Houston is the number 1 ranked scoring defense in the nation, allowing 58 points per game. So that's the other part of it. Iowa State was down their 2 leading scorers. They ended up cutting it to 1.
They had that big tall guy they kept throwing it into, and he got going in the second half a little bit.
If they ended up cutting it to 1 with 8 minutes left in that game, and if they had one of, if not both of their leading scorers, maybe that game is a bit different. But that's going to be the deal with Houston is, hey, can you score on us? Because we're content to score 55 and see if you can get 56.
Yeah. Memphis Tigers with a convincing win yesterday. A good one, 84-65 over Florida Atlantic to improve to 21-5.
Somebody.
Well, they covered. I mean, that's what they need to do right now because you can't have close wins against these teams because that hurts you too. But Dane Danger, he came back and responded after a tough game against Wichita State to go for 22 and 11. Also 3 steals and 4 blocks, so he had a heck of a game. Good win for the Tigers because, well, every win needs to be a good win. I mean, they have 4 left, 3 in the conference tournament. They need to win their final 8 games.
I saw today that they're.
And I say need to. That means to keep a decent seed.
I think they're 6th seed on Palms bracket.
So I saw today. There's the Palms.
Yeah.
There's what are the other ones called?
Lenardi. So Palm, Lenardi, and then you've got the Bartorviks of the world.
Yeah. I saw some other ones say I'd never heard of, and it made me think we need to start one.
Oh gosh,
this should be the fish scales. The fish scales should return. Yeah, just come up with a bracket. We just call it, the
68 team.
Who cares? They're all the same.
Let's just look at all the ones that are out there.
Just look at the ones that are out there.
Combine them and change one or
move
two.
them around a little bit.
Yeah, and that'll be ours.
It's just branding, really. Because at this point, who knows? What's the difference in the Lunardi and the Palm? Does anybody know? No. Nobody knows. No. So, we'll put out the scales.
Here we go. What's the difference?
The odds couple scales. We'll call it the most honest ranking of college basketball teams. And then we'll just do 68 teams. It doesn't matter. We'll just put it out there. If anybody asks us to explain it, does Lunardi explain his? Does Palm explain that? No, we just put it out there.
I think they write whole articles explaining it, but who cares?
Yeah, I think
we'll be the opposite. We'll be the opposite.
Yeah, we don't have to explain ours.
No, we don't have to. Ours is going to make sense.
Stands for itself.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you this.
Hey,
This is the best idea I've had today.
why do you have Vanderbilt 68 instead of 64? Listen, man, if I got to explain
That's
it
the way
to
it
you,
worked out.
It's the
if I got to
formula.
explain it to you, you don't know ball. You
That's how the
clearly don't know
numbers-
ball,
That's
man.
how the numbers worked
Yeah.
out.
I mean, that's just how it worked out. Yeah. All right. I like your idea. We might start that next week on the show. All right, let's get to some big
We could do a
beats.
whole show on Mondays, just the scales.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We could start a Tuesday show. All right, some big beats. How about that? Opening
People are
doors.
finding out how the sausage gets made around here. This is it.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody throws some dumb idea out.
And there you go.
Yeah, let's
It's
go.
a show.
That's it. Yep.
Opening doors. That would be the Vanderbilt Commodores earning a crucial third quad one win with its sixth SEC victory.
They'd move up the scales in that one.
They would move up the scales because of that. 4 regular season games. Right now, they're on the correct side of the bubble. 1 or 2 more wins,
do we
and
know?
they are in.
We don't know.
Go Vanderbilt. How do you know that? The formula.
We should get Gary Parrish involved in this too.
Oh,
Since he's
absolutely.
Mr. College basketball.
he's a legit person.
It doesn't matter. So is Lunardi and Palm, aren't they?
Yeah, but we're not trying to.
Those are real people.
We're not trying to get them involved.
Are those real people? No, I'm just saying to compare it to theirs. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're in Gary's studio. We can just infer that he's in favor of these rankings. We don't have to have him here. Just be live from the Gary Parrish studio.
Yeah.
It's time for this week's fish scales. I don't know what we're gonna call it. Odd scales.
The odds
But
scales.
and just sort of hint that Gary's involved with it. Anyway.
I like it.
Oh, man.
Let's ruin his credibility. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
help his credibility.
I'm on the way here to ruin
No, it's gonna help.
credibility.
All right, number 2 on the big beats this week. We're going back to the Cougs. The Cougs, number 5, Houston, getting the job done. Houston held off number 8, Iowa State, for their 15th conference win of the season. 18th opponent, you were talking about their defense. 18th opponent they've held under 60 points this season. That is rather impressive.
How about this? Houston has the longest active streak in the top 25 in the country, about 102 weeks.
Lang, I don't know if you know this or not, but we are sitting in the Gary Parrish studio, and
Yep.
he was talking about how this Houston team was dominant in the AAC.
Yep.
It's like, okay, what are they going to do when they get to a real conference? At the time, the Big 12 was the toughest conference in America, and all they've done is be elite in that conference. That's what Gary says in the Gary Parrish studio.
So maybe that means when the scales debut,
Maybe.
we should just equal out all the conferences.
Let's do it.
Now
we
we
can
know.
do whatever we want.
I know.
Let's do it.
The AAC is apparently equal to the Big 12.
Let's do it.
What a show that's going to be. We're going to come in. Lang's going to read the whole bracket, all 68 teams.
Who's going to
And
write
that's
them
it.
up?
And that's it.
Yeah, I think it's your idea. You got to do
Just
it.
make it up.
Yeah, whoever smelt it dealt it, man. You smelted it. You got it.
Hey,
We're going to
Jacob-
read the teams.
Jacob,
but we
I'll
can't
email it to you 10 minutes before the show.
But then we can't. It'll be handwritten, right? It'll just be the
Just
bracket
be photos
handwritten.
photos from my phone of a notepad.
I like
of
it.
Lenardi's.
Yes. Just scratch some stuff out, drawing some arrows up and down.
All right. Big beat to number 3. Gales.
Is this about the Gales?
This is
That
about
Jay-Z song?
No, it's a
Gales.
I was thinking girls.
Yeah,
That
that's a Molly Crue song.
Molly Crue song. Yeah.
Jay-Z has one also. Girls.
St. Mary's, SMC, St. Mary's Gales improved to 25-4 on the season, 15-1 in the conference after winning at Gonzaga as a 6.5-point dog, only the 10th time they've ever won at Gonzaga at the Kennel.
That's another good defense right there.
They clinched the WCC regular season title. I'm here to tell you all,
Yeah.
when the brackets come out, give yourself a St. Mary's win somewhere,
Okay.
like an upset win.
Okay.
Man, they're not ranked yet.
No.
And they are. I've watched them play. Like Gonzaga in the past, when Gonzaga would beat up on the bad teams in their conference,
Yep.
and they did it repeatedly. Their losses would come against San Francisco. Their losses would come against the top team, whoever, St. Mary's, whoever the top team was, the second best team.
Yep.
That's where their losses would come. This is a team, St. Mary's, that is the same way. They have demolished everyone in the conference, including Gonzaga twice. And winning at Gonzaga was huge. They are a veteran team. They got size. They got guard play. They are a fun team to watch because they know how to play together as a team. And I think mark them down for a win in the NCAA tournament. I'd say the same about BYU. Mark them down for a win in the tournament.
With St. Mary's, mark them down for just one. You feel confident without seeing the bracket, without seeing potential matchups and things like that? Think this is a Sweet 16 team?
Dangerous.
Okay.
I'm going all in on Fresno State.
Yeah.
Are they even getting in? What are we talking about here? Are they one to 68?
They had a gambling scandal.
Oh, okay, there we go.
That's right.
Or alleged, I don't know.
Yeah.
But their name was thrown in this week.
Yeah, and a couple players were suspended because of it. Yeah. All right, let's take a break here on the Odds Couple. We'll come back and we'll talk a little NBA, some NFL, and some fish nuggets. That's all ahead.
Hey, wait, is it Rob?
Yeah.
Watch a lot of St. Mary's games? Watch a handful of them?
I have, yeah.
Are you playing catch up? That late at night?
Those 9 o'clock catch-ups? No, man, I've been all in. I've been all in with them. Even early in the day, I'm going St. Mary's.
Okay.
Early in the day. Yeah, right. No catch-up.
No catch-up.
No. All right, we'll take a break here on the Odds Couple right here on Grind City Media.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
45-minute video on Tony Allen on YouTube.
I just saw it yesterday.
He managed to dominate the NBA for 14 years, despite missing one of basketball's most important skills. But here's the crazy thing.
Why does that hurt your feelings?
It didn't hurt my feelings.
It's positive.
He at least should have more of my highlights.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Odds Couple, Monday edition of the large program. Don't forget we're with you every Thursday as well at 2 o'clock as we will preview the weekend ahead. On Mondays, we recap the weekend gone by. And last night was in Cleveland for the Memphis Grizzlies and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers winning that one 129 to 123 over the Grizzlies. And what was a really good basketball game, a very competitive game. Fun game to watch. Disappointing finish for the Grizzlies, but I think I said it on the postgame show, not one to hang your head about. You competed, you were right there, and
played pretty poorly. Well, I thought the Grizzlies, they gave up 22 offensive rebounds,
10 in the first quarter.
That was
Desmond Bane couldn't make a three.
0 for 7.
Jaren was on the bench most of the second half with foul trouble. The Grizzlies did not play that well,
and
we're in the game the whole game. It was a 3-point game with less than a minute left. They were in it. But yeah, I know there's no moral victories in the NBA and all that, but if I'm the Grizzlies, I'll take that in Cleveland against that team. To have as many fixable moments as the Grizzlies had, and to come out with a close game, I would take that.
Yeah, I think there's some, like you just said. I think there are some games you can take away things you can learn from.
Yeah,
and I think there are some obvious things you learn from this game, but. I just thought the competitive spirit, the competitive fire of the team, and the no quit for 48 minutes. I thought that was impressive last night. It was a competitive game, and Cleveland was just a little bit better.
Yeah, eventually you want to see the Grizzlies win these games.
Sure.
Against the good to great teams in the NBA. You could say it's a step in the right direction. They didn't get the hell beat out of them, right? We saw them play the Thunder, and that was a shellacking. Saw them play the Knicks, a good, not great New York Knicks team, and that was another one of those bad losses. I think the best wins the Grizzlies would have this season, the Celtics game in December, and then finally getting that win over the Rockets, who promptly went out there and lost 6 in a row. So eventually, you're going to be playing only good teams. If you're the Memphis Grizzlies, you want to see them get some of these wins against good opponents, and they have opportunities coming up to get those with the fourth toughest strength of schedule remaining in the NBA.
Now it's the 8th.
Oh,
it's changed after last night's game because Cleveland's not on the schedule anymore. Right. Well, only one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, now they've dropped the toughest. I actually just looked an hour ago. The toughest schedule remaining in the NBA is the Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
Who come here tomorrow night.
That's right. All right, Grizzlies will take on Phoenix, home for 5 straight games for the Grizzlies. NBA games, I got some NBA games of the week for you. By the way, the big one tonight is the Minnesota Timberwolves are in Oklahoma City tonight. So that's probably the game of the night tonight. OKC 46-10 on the season. Timberwolves 31-27, 7th place currently in the Western Conference.
Second half of a back-to-back for the T-Wolves played last night.
Yeah. So
and they couldn't shoot.
That's going to be a tough one for Minnesota. Tuesday, you got Dallas at the Lakers.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the first Luka versus Mavericks.
Luka versus the Mavericks, but it's in L.A. No Anthony Davis, so there's no return there for AD.
Yeah. I think that they threw this graphic up during the Warriors game, Warriors-Mavs game. I think that Dallas has, I want to say, 6 dudes over 6'10" on the roster. Mm-hmm. And only 2 of them are available to play. One of them is a 10-day guy. 4 of those guys are injured. So this is a team and the Mavericks with no bigs. Not no big depth. They just don't have any bigs right now. And so until you get Gafford and Lively and Anthony Davis back, I don't know what to make of them.
Their centers are Moses Brown.
They just signed him.
Do you know who that guy is? From UCLA. He's 7'2".
Yeah, that's one of the 10 days.
Who else? Gafford, hurt. Kyler Kelly, 7-footer from Oregon State. Derek Lively, Derek Powell, isn't he hurt too?
Yep.
And that's it. So I would just play small.
That's all you can do. You can't do anything else. Play small.
The thing is, the Lakers can't either. All they have is Jackson Hayes, and that's it. So if you're Dallas, just try to run them out the gym. And we've seen Dallas even when Luka was hurt, beat Oklahoma City and teams like that this season and look good, just kind of playing as fast as they can up and down the court. So
I'd love to see Dallas go to LA and win. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's
been quite a redemption arc for Kyrie Irving, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's all of a sudden now Kyrie didn't really do anything in the last year or so, and now all of a sudden he's the last man standing in Dallas, and he's the good guy,
which is stunning.
Yeah. After the circuitous route he took to get here.
Yeah. Boston.
The what route?
The circuitous.
Yeah, okay.
Wednesday's big game is Boston at Detroit. That's it.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. The NFL Combine is coming up. We got odds for the number 1 pick in the NFL Draft. The number 1 selection, Cam Ward from Miami at -140. -140. Then you have Abdul Carter +220, Travis Hunter +450, and Shedeur at +600.
Shedeur said he's not working out at the Combine.
Okay.
So
Shedeur's not.
That's what he said.
Genty isn't. There are a couple of players who aren't working out at the Combine.
So they either have a promise or they just figure
I'll do it at my
nowhere
Combine.
to go but down.
I'll do it at my Combine.
Will anyone break the 40-yard dash Combine record?
No. I saw that bet available.
What's the record?
No is minus
421.
421. No is -700. Yes is +425.
No.
Who did 4-2-1?
Xavier Worthy
last year.
I'll tell you who might actually do it. Arian Mitchell, Georgia, the wide receiver who can't catch the ball.
Okay.
But he's fast as all get out. And Arian Smith, I'm sorry, confused with A.D. Mitchell. Arian Smith, and they said, I actually read a thing the other day about how he ran. Georgia has like the 100-meter dash champion who ran in the Olympics and stuff.
Yeah.
And Smith would run with the guy every day in practice and like be amazing. And there are all these. I saw a whole long thing yesterday about how this is going to be one of those classic combine stories. Like the guy shows up, blows away everybody in the testing. You know, he can't catch the ball, and he's a wide receiver. It's a problem. He was the main reason Georgia led the country in drop passes this year. But he's going to show up. He's going to run a 4.2 something in the 100, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, this is it. We just got to get him in our program." It's just the whole. And he's going to go like in the first, I don't know, it can't be a first round, maybe second or third round, but he's going to be a high draft pick. I wouldn't be shocked if that dude ends up like showing out in the 100-meter dash.
Combine guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Arian Smith.
Bench press reps.
I like on the 40 time, Rob. I like the fastest 40 being under 4.255.
Under?
I like it. I like it under 4.255.
Okay. All right.
Not quite 4.21, but under 4.255.
Bench press reps 36.5.
That's a lot.
I'll go over though. I feel like all these
the
guys
record
now
is 49.
Yeah, these guys have been like training their whole life for this. They're all like, you know, medically perfected.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not even the record.
Did you know? Just guess what what is the over/under number for the 3-cone drill?
9 seconds.
I'd say 11.5.
6.5.
Ooh,
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5 is the over/under. 20-yard shuttle, 3.955 is the over/under for that.
I like the over on that one, Rob.
Okay, good. All right, let's get to some fish nuggets. What do you say? All right. Hey, since joining the Lakers, LeBron James is 1 for 29 on game-tying and go-ahead field goal attempts in the final 5 seconds of the fourth quarter or overtime.
I feel like that's not right.
Why you always got to question the nugs?
I saw this one on ESPN this week too, and then I saw some videos come out of LeBron making shots at the end of games.
Oh, maybe
not
with
the
more
final
than 4
5
seconds.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a different shot if you're taking it 9 seconds left.
that's right. Don't count.
Who'd you rather shoot at? Dalton Connect? I mean, you know, Bronny.
Right.
If I had, sorry you're not making them. You're taking the shot, dude.
That's amazing that he's had 29 attempts.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Jeez. The New York Knicks are averaging 125.9 points per game when playing on 0 days rest. That'd be the highest scoring average in a season on the second game of back-to-back since the 1961-62 Philadelphia Warriors.
And correct me if I'm wrong, we don't talk about this Knicks team as being particularly offensively minded, do we?
They're not.
Okay.
They're 30th in the league against three-point shooting out of 30 teams defensively. They're like I think 15th defensively. They're like somewhere between 10 and 15 defensive rating, which is pretty bad for a Tibbs team. And against the Celtics, Cavs, and Thunder, 0-7 by like an average of like 20 points. Like it's not been pretty.
No.
But they're great against everybody else. They're something like 20-11 against everyone else. Yeah.
Before Saturday's loss against the Lakers, Nikola Jokic averaged a 30-point triple-double, shot 60% from the field, and was undefeated over 9 games. No one else in NBA history had done all of that over a span longer than 4 games. Wow. Pretty impressive stuff.
It'll be really, really hard for anybody to single-handedly take over an entire series and an entire postseason. But if there's somebody who could do it this year, it's Jokic, and he'll have to if this Nuggets team is going to get anywhere.
Yeah. All right, college basketball nuggets. The Alabama Crimson Tide have scored at least 85 points in 8 consecutive road games. It's the longest such streak on the road by any D1 team in a single season since George Mason in 1994-95. The last longer single season streak was by UNLV in 1990-91.
That was the Anderson Hunt, Greg Anthony teams, I think, back then.
Oh, yeah. Those were the
Larry
good
Johnson.
UNLV running Rebs.
I don't know why I started with Anderson Hunt.
You started with
all the great players on that team.
Isn't LJ on that team also?
Yeah.
And Greg Anthony and Gerald Patio Furniture, and they had
Wednesday marked the first time that Kansas has lost by 30 or more points to an unranked opponent since the AP poll began in 1948. They were the only current Division I school that had never suffered a 30-point loss to an unranked team in the AP poll era. Cooper Flagg of Duke, 450 points, 150 rebounds, 100 assists, 40 steals, and 25 blocks in his first 25 games. The only players this century to reach those marks through 25 games, Dwayne Wade and Ben Simmons.
That's crazy that Ben Simmons is on a list of 450 points.
Yeah.
Just watching him now, and like he won't shoot the ball, and there's probably people who don't remember that he was the leading scorer and was like a
Number
good
one pick.
player. Yeah.
Also, he quit on that team at
Which
LSU.
one? Like
that team at LSU,
Yeah.
just like, all right, we're not very good. I'm not finna keep trying hard.
Yeah.
Like he stopped playing hard, and he still was able to do that. Cooper Flagg is really, really good.
Yeah.
I really want to dislike him. I can't. He's just great.
Smooth.
Why do you want to dislike him?
Because he's a white Duke player, Lane. You know why. You know how this game goes.
Just trying to confirm it.
All right, yeah, you know what we do with Duke players, especially the white ones. Like I don't like them. JJ,
right.
don't like them. What's Trippy Grayson? Don't like him. Christian Laettner, he started it. Don't like him.
Danny Ferry.
Danny Fair, great one to dislike. No damn reason.
Yeah, he's got a little more history.
Well, yeah.
All right. There you go.
All right.
Your fish nuggets. Let's take a break. When we come back, you know what time it is.
Yeah, I got to get Who Said It ready so ESPN can steal it again.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Who Said It comes up next here on The Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
45-minute video on Tony Allen on YouTube.
I just saw it yesterday.
He managed to dominate the NBA for 14 years, despite missing one of basketball's most important skills. But here's the crazy thing.
Why does that hurt your feelings?
It didn't hurt my feelings.
It's
Hold on.
positive.
He at least should have more of my highlights.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Who said it? Who said it?
Welcome back to the Odds Couple here on Grind City Media. It's Monday. That means it's time for the game show that has swept the nation. It's swept the country from coast to coast, from Los Angeles, California, to apparently Bristol, Connecticut.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, where the game where we try and guess who has said things has become a big hit. It's time for Who Said It. I'm Lang. He's Fish. He's CJ. We're going to go through these. And guys, one of the Who Said It stars this year has been Jameis Winston.
Yes, love it.
To CJ's chagrin. You weren't here, Rob, a couple weeks ago, Super Bowl week. You were on the road with the Grizzlies. We had a whole Jameis edition of Who Said It. Because he was working as a Fox correspondent, right? So we have a bonus clip to start today off.
More James.
Of Jameis. And he tells a really...
Is he still talking?
Oh, he's
when the hell does he shut up?
Yeah, he's on lots of shows and podcasts. He was on a podcast this week, and he talked about when he was playing on the Buccaneers. Remember, he was he was replaced by Tom Brady, and he didn't see it coming. He tells a great story. Watch this.
Going into the Bucs facility in the middle of COVID, training my butt off, like knowing that the world is shut down, but I see signs of TB12 being built. In the middle of COVID, I said, now how in the hell are they able to build a TB12 in the middle of COVID? and nothing is announced yet. But I'm going to the facility still. I'm like, man, I'm going to get a chance to work with Tom Brady. Oh, my goodness, it's going to be amazing. And then breaking news, Tom Brady has just signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I'm just sitting there like, I knew that TB12. There don't nothing happen by coincidence. Like, I'm sitting there getting my life, and I'm going through it with my dad. Like, I just been broke an NFL record with 33 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Like, ain't nobody gonna ever break that ever. They're not confident enough. I'm going into the drop, and
they're not confident enough. 33 interceptions. They not confident enough.
I just like that he was going to work out and saw them building a Tom Brady training facility and thought, oh, cool, I'm going to get to work out. Tom Brady's going to work out here. Cool. Guess what, bro?
Yeah.
Jameis.
Poor Jameis.
All right, well,
poor Jameis.
And good for him holding that record.
He's like, and he owns it. He's like, I actually saw an interview with.
I own 2 NCAA baseball records.
What are they?
The lowest batting average and the highest strikeout percentage in the history of the game.
0 and
I was
100?
0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Yeah, there you go.
That was my college
career. It's a
career.
record held by many.
Held by many, probably, but you can't take it away from me.
I like it.
Thank you.
There's been a lot of different sports happening the last couple of weeks, so we're going to kind of bounce around the wide world of sports.
Right.
By the way, shout out Al Troutwig.
Yeah, shout out.
Who passed away. But anyway, we're going to start with hockey. And I don't know if you guys heard this clip, and the puck has dropped, and
yeah, I know this one.
Do you know who it was?
Yeah, Rob Ray, former Buffalo Sabre.
Yeah, Sabres
is a
sideline
broadcaster
guy
for the Sabres. Yeah.
Did you see this one, Zeke?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Jacob had to do a
He's
little
doing
work.
sidelines. He's between the 2 benches.
Because in hockey, the sideline guy's on the ice.
Yes.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they throw it to him for a sideline report, and he gets drilled in the eye with a puck.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Razor just took another one.
I like that they say Razor
and that
just
was
took
a
another
rocket.
one.
Doctors checking Razor out very quickly. That was close to the
Apparently
eye.
he was wearing glasses before the puck got there, and the glasses.
Dude, you've got to watch. I mean, he screamed.
It's one of the good F-bombs. Yeah.
Oh man.
Jacob had to do a lot of work to get that cleaned up for us.
If you get hit in the face with a hockey puck, you should be allowed to say the F word on TV.
Yeah.
Also,
It's
like,
just
why wouldn't you wear
understood.
if you were the sideline reporter for hockey? Would you like wear a helmet or something? No. Might mess with the suit.
I mean, it mess up your hair.
Yeah.
You're on there for the look, Slang.
I get it. All right.
Also, it's hockey. These dudes should probably be in like at least face mask, and hockey players like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it's hockey.
I'm good.
And you got the
Yeah.
trainer right there next to you. You're good.
You're fine.
He was bleeding. They had to like stitch him up and stuff. He got torn up.
Bet he didn't leave.
Nope.
Bet he stayed on the call.
Clip 2 also had some cursing in it, so we can't actually play the audio. I'm just going to read it for you. And we're going off the ice to politics.
Oh, no.
Stephen A. Smith is mused about running for president.
Okay.
Somebody this week said, when it comes to politics, he don't know his blank from a hole in the ground. He's on that, running his blank in mouth because how he might have to run as a Democrat because there's no talent left of the Democratic Party. There's no talent. Stephen A., are you blanking me? Who said it?
Wow.
And I'll tell you this, it's not a sports person who said this. It's a someone from the political world.
Carville? James Carville?
With all the vulgarities in it,
Just on somebody's like random
Like TMZ or
podcast,
something,
like on
or on a podcast?
like something like that.
that's I like your guess. I'll go with you.
All right,
if you want to go with that, we're going to go with that.
James Carville.
There we go, Rob Fisher. 2 for 2, baby.
Yeah, we can't play
Atta
the
boy.
audio. He is holding a bottle of something on this podcast
Of
as
course
he's talking.
he is.
He's wearing LSU stuff head to toe. But yeah, they asked him about Stephen A. Smith running, and he's like, look, he's great at sports. He's like, but don't say there's no talent in the Democratic Party, because he's like, he names a bunch of people who would be good candidates. And
I'd like to have a drink with him.
James Carville or Stephen A.
James.
Okay.
I'd want to get a couple of drinks with him just to see what he's like. A little slizzard, a little tipsy, but he's got some stories to tell.
Oh my gosh! All right. Let's go to baseball.
Yeah.
We have there's some announcers in the booth chatting it up. Play-by-play guy says, we're not doing any of those games. I mean, come on, give us a break. Let's work occasionally. You don't want the days off. This is just what we do. And then the color guy says, I'm sure you folks out there are looking forward to that Apple broadcast. Little shot at the Apple TV broadcast. Which baseball crew do you think this came from?
I'm going to go with the Padres broadcast. Yeah. And I forget their names, but they're...
Is it Dan Orsillo?
I think so.
That's not the right answer.
No!
Is
Don Orsillo. He's the Padres guy, though.
Is Jeff Kent? Am I making that name up?
Jeff Kent played for the Astros.
Yeah. I don't know. That's who I'm going with. Wherever Jeff Kent is.
I don't think he's an announcer.
Let's get it.
Any of the games. So, I mean, come on. Guys, give us a break. Come on. Let us work occasionally. Stop it, you two.
Keith Hernandez is the best.
You just want the days off. You've got other jobs. This is all we do.
I'm sure you folks out there are looking forward to that Apple broadcast.
Why are they taking a shot at Apple?
I don't know. Keith's the best, though.
He is the best.
I interviewed him for GQ when I worked there because he's just so funny. Like when you watch the Mets games, especially when the Mets were terrible, because he would like just wear, if somebody messed up, you'd hear a and like he just never. But I asked him about when he was on Seinfeld, and I rewatched the episode of Seinfeld he was on. He kisses Elaine on there, and I was like, what was it like to kiss Julia Louis-Dreyfus? And he's like, well, it wasn't sexual at all. Her husband was on the set, and it was it was cameras around. It wasn't. But she had soft lips, though. It's the best.
Are they the best team in New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
The broadcast team or like the actual team?
The actual team. The actual Mets.
I'm going to say no, just because they're the Mets.
Got you.
I'll agree with you for the same reason.
Yeah. They're going to figure out some way to screw it up. That's what the Mets do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll wait till I see it. I like the Yankees pitching, and I think the Yankees they're stacked in the middle. I think Goldschmidt will be fine for them. To replace Rizzo. Rizzo didn't have a great year last year and was out a lot with injury. So, yeah, I like the Yankees better than the Mets right now.
All right,
we got baseball coming up on this show here soon.
That's true. We got the Braves out on today. I'm ready. All right, clip 4. I don't agree with what Jimmy Butler was doing. You're under contract. You're a baby. You're a crybaby because they said no to you. You ask a question. It's either yes or no. You might not like it, but you can't deviate it and mess up the team. They said, no, we want to see you play more games. We don't want to be in the play-in games. Who said it?
Oh, my goodness. I saw this when it happened. Oh.
Who said Jimmy Butler's a baby?
Oh. I don't know, man. You got to guess, Rob? I saw it when it happened. I cannot tell you who it is, though.
My only guess is Anthony Edwards.
No, that's not Anthony Edwards. It's not Ant. Because Ant's
But
watching.
I don't think he'd call him a crybaby.
Yeah, Ant is watching this thinking, okay, yeah. No, I'm going to do this next.
It's going to happen to me soon.
Oh, man. Who said it? Oh, is there a difference in baby and crybaby also? Like, is crybaby a worse version of baby?
I think he's just covering his bases.
Okay, making sure you know. You know. I'm going to say Charles Barkley, but I'm pretty sure it's not Chuck.
Play, Jacob.
For last week, especially here, I didn't agree with what he was doing. You under contract. You a baby. You're a crybaby because they said no to you. We used to get said no to us all the time, and we used to know how to take it. It is what it is. It's a question. You get a yes or a no. You might not like the question, but you can't deviate and mess up the team. All right? They said no. We want to see you play more games. We don't want to be in the play-in games. If you saw...
He's not afraid to call him out.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good for you, Tim Hardaway Sr.
All right, we got two more here. Let's go to the world of college basketball.
All right.
Coach says, let's support somebody. Try that out for once every now and then. Like when S goes wrong, you think Purdue fans are happy about what just happened? See, a fan base isn't the people that tweet. A fan base is when you're bleeding, they support you. They jump on and off things way too much. Support your coach, man. Support your players. Don't tweet negative things about them. Like, be supportive. See how that works for you.
I'm going to say Mike Woodson just because of the Purdue part of it. Because Indiana, I do believe, beat Purdue over the weekend. I'm saying Mike Woodson. Also, they've been going through it. Going through some things as well.
Yeah, Mike Woodson, that's the answer.
You guys are both wrong.
That's right.
It was Matt Painter, the Purdue coach.
The Purdue coach?
Look who tweeted it.
Hey, Gary!
That's an important piece.
Gary
right
Parrish
here.
tweeted
Like,
that.
Fair Studio!
Don't beat yourself.
Fish scales expert,
Let's
Gary
support
Parrish.
somebody. I gotta try that out for once every now and then. When shit goes wrong, like whatever, you think Purdue fans are happy about what just happened? Like you like, see, a fan base isn't the people that tweet. A fan base is the people when you're bleeding, they support you. Like they jump in and off, they jump on and off things.
After they lost to him.
Way too much.
This is
like support your coach, man. Support your players. Don't tweet negative things about them. Like be supportive.
You
like,
gotta understand
see how that works for you.
Yeah, Twitter's just there to make fun of people and get jokes on
the
people.
entire time.
Yeah. Also, I saw today the Indiana team bus caught fire on the road.
Oh, no.
They all survived. But yeah, I mean, talk about a metaphor. All right, last clip. Reporter says, you have a young and talented team. What has been the biggest challenge? The coach says, consistent competitiveness and taking a jump in the IQ department. It's an NBA coach.
Oh, it's an NBA coach.
That reeked of John Calipari.
You know what? I was thinking Cal, but I was also thinking Mick Cronin, maybe.
Yeah, one of those curmudgeon. Yeah. So we need the Calipari, Mick Cronin of the
Patino,
NBA.
It could have been a Patino.
Patino.
Yeah.
We need one of those guys of the NBA. Taking a jump in the IQ department. I'm going to tell you right now, the dumbest team in the NBA is the Washington Wizards. But I don't think this is a Wizards coach thing because you can't criticize them like this. They'll shut down on you. Jordan Poole will have a fit.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Doug Christie.
That's a good one. God, let's roll with it.
The best part is when you watch the clip, the coach, when they say you have a young and talented team, you see the eyes roll.
Oh no!
Watch the clip.
Udoka.
Young and talented team. What has been the challenge in developing these players, and what aspects do you think will take them?
Should have said Udoka.
Consistent competitiveness and taking a jump in the IQ department.
I mean, wow. I'm surprised that didn't get a little bit more attention.
No kidding.
That was a great one. That's one of my favorite ones.
He is an intense dude.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's this week's Who Said It.
All right.
I love it.
Great stuff. Great stuff, Lang.
Yep.
We'll take a break here on the Odds Couple. When we come back, we'll look at some of the early games this week, and we got some free picks before we get out of here. So this is the Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
45-minute video on Tony Allen on YouTube.
I just saw it yesterday.
He managed to dominate the NBA for 14 years, despite missing one of basketball's most important skills. But here's the crazy thing.
Why does that hurt your feelings?
It didn't hurt my feelings.
It's positive.
He police. He at least should have more of my highlights.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Odds Couple Monday edition of the Large Program. We'll be back with you on Thursday from 2 to 3 as well, each week, Monday and Thursday. Thursday, we'll get you set for the weekend. Mondays, we recap the weekend gone by. And right now, though, we want to take a look at some of the things coming up this week. Some college basketball games of the week. One of the big ones, we talked a little bit about it earlier tonight. You got number 5 Houston at number 9 Texas Tech. Houston, the Cougs at 23-4 on the season. Texas Tech at 21-6 on the year. Houston is a 1.5 point favorite in this game with the total, low total, 131.5.
Dang.
Jump on that under.
Top 2 teams in the Big 12.
Jump on that under.
You think so?
I'll just give you a little sneak peek. Oh, no, I won't, because I don't want to change my page here. But
all right,
I'm taking Texas Tech tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I am.
Might work. Houston, with that Arizona loss to BYU, they're 2.5 games, I think, up on the Wildcats. So a win here. And they've almost got the Big 12 regular season title sewn up. Houston has 15 quad 1 and quad 2 wins. Defensively, they're stout. They're really, really good. I don't want to pick the game, but again, that under is screaming at me. Under what is it, 131.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's talking about a 70-60 game.
You'll be lucky to see somebody crack 60.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be one of those type games.
Yeah, I'm with you. 131.5 the total in that one. Tomorrow night, you got Iowa State at Oklahoma State, and Wednesday, Michigan State goes to Maryland in a big matchup in the Big Ten. Also, we got some Tuesday and Wednesday SEC games. Tuesday's schedule has Florida at Georgia, Tennessee at LSU, number 21 Mississippi State at number 4 Alabama, and Missouri will host South Carolina. Wednesday, it's Vanderbilt at Texas A&M. A big one again. If Vanderbilt wants to get off the bubble, that could be huge for them, but that's going to be a tall task. Auburn hosting Ole Miss. Ole Miss reeling a little bit right now. Kentucky at Oklahoma, and Texas will visit Arkansas. So those are your
Saturday
games.
is Alabama at Tennessee. That should be a good one, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Couple top 5 teams.
And then we got the Tigers play a midweek game this week as well. They play on Wednesday as they will host Rice. The Tigers 21-5. Rice, they come in at 13-15 on the season, 12th in the AAC. Memphis did beat Rice earlier this year. Only beat them by 3. Only beat them by
rice.
Only beat them by 3. It was
tight rice.
It was tight Rice. Beat them by 3 points at Rice. So see if the Tigers. They need to win by more than 3. That's just the way things go for the Tigers right now. All right. Who's got some free picks?
I don't. I was just actually looking.
I got the under on the 40. I got the under the 4.255 is the 40 bet. Somebody in the combine will run under at 4.255. I'll do the under in the Houston Texas Tech game under 131.5 there. And there was another game that I liked. Oh, gosh. Oh, Florida. Just give me Florida, whoever Florida's playing. 20-7 against the spread on the season. Best in the SEC, top 5 in the nation. Florida.
Wow, that's impressive. I am going with North Carolina, Florida State over 156 tonight.
You said which one?
North Carolina, Florida State. Over.
Okay.
156. I'm going Michigan.
Hey.
Plus the 1.5 at Nebraska.
Let's go.
I like that one. That one's my play of the day. Michigan plus
Have
the
you
1.5 at Nebraska.
Seen a lot of Michigan basketball?
No, I haven't.
You gonna watch this one? You'll love Danny Wolf.
All right.
Danny Wolf is good.
I'll be watching this one for sure because I got money on it. And I'm taking Texas Tech over Houston. Plus hockey, I'm going to go with Las Vegas 3-way money line at Los Angeles against the Kings. Take them in 60 minutes. You'll get plus money there. And San Jose is or Winnipeg against San Jose tonight. Winnipeg is a minus 500 favorite. San Jose is a plus 380 dog. I'm going to put a little something on San Jose.
Okay.
There's a plus 380 dog. Why not? It's hockey. Let's go. Skate, boys. Skate.
I found Arian Smith's fastest time. He ran a 10:10 in the 100 meters.
What?
They said easily translate to 4.3 or under in the 40-yard dash. So,
gosh,
see what happens.
All right, there you go. That's going to do it for us here today on The Odds Couple. We'll be back with you again on Thursday at 2 o'clock as we get you set for the weekend and look back at what happens over the next couple of days as well. For Lang, for CJ, I'm Fish. Thanks for tuning in here to The Odds Couple. We'll talk to you again on Thursday at 2 right here on Grind City Media.